focus our energy on the Tibetan bowl. So let's listen to the bowl. That will help us come to the present moment. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths now. One hand on the heart, the other under the abdomen. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And we're going to do our Ramari Pranayama now. So that's our buzzing bee pranayama. And it's good for lowering your blood pressure, decreasing stress, and soothing the nervous system. So we're going to breathe in through the nose. I take a long, slow inhale through the nose, and then a slow and long exhale, making that buzzing bee noise at the back of the throat. We'll do probably around 7 rounds of it. So let's go. So breathing in slowly. Out through the nose slowly, making the buzzing bee noise. In. Out. Keep going. Last one. And we'll do a little bit of face yoga now. So open up your mouth wide and look up. Close your mouth, grin and squint. Suck in the cheeks and blow a kiss. Turn your head to one side, bring your chin up, and take your bottom teeth and put them on top of your top teeth for swan neck. And come to center on the other side. With the chin up, bottom teeth on top of top teeth. And come to center, open the mouth up, and look up. Close the mouth, grin and squint. Suck in the cheeks, then release with a kiss. Place one hand on top of the head and draw your ear to your shoulder. And the other side. Come to center, reach behind your neck and give your neck a little squeeze and your shoulders a squeeze. Just relaxing all the tension in the neck and release. Drop your chin to your chest, roll your head to one side and then the other side. One more time on each side. Coming to center, open the chest up, drop the head back, lips together. Come to center, interlace your fingers behind your head, and draw your chin into your chest. Come to center, let's roll the shoulders. And then change direction. Take one of your arms, cross it over your chest, draw it in, and circle the hand. And change direction. And give it a shake. Other side. Change direction. Shake it out, extend one arm, flip the palm, and then draw the palm back towards the body. Give it a shake, other side, flip, and draw the palm back towards the body. And give it a shake. One hand to the mat, the other towards the sky, gazing upwards, lips together. And the other side. Coming back to center, take one of your feet, bring it outside of the knee. And wrap your knee, draw it into your chest, keep your back nice and straight. Should be feeling the pull in your hip. And the other side. And release. And we're going to do our cat and cow in our comfortably seated position today. So placing your hands on your knees. Take a deep breath in and then push your chest forward. Drop your head back. Lips together for your cow. Exhale, arch the back, draw back, tuck the chin in for your cat. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale, back to cat. Tucking the chin in. Stretching back. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale, back to cat. Let's do one more time. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale, back to cat. And then coming to center, let's get into our tabletop position for our balance work, and we'll work on our shoulders as well here. So let's start with the shoulders. Keep your arms nice and straight. Drop your chest towards the mat. Push your chest forward. Bring it up, around, and down. Squeezing the shoulder blades together as you come down and stretching your shoulder blades apart as you come up. So you're making a circular motion with your chest. And one last time. Come to center. Now we'll start with our balance. Extend one leg. Tummy in tight. Extend the opposite arm. Flex your foot. Push your heel back. If you would like to, you can take it to the next level by bending up that leg, reaching around, grabbing the foot, and kicking into the hand. And then stretch it out in your child's pose. Other side. Extend the other leg and opposite arm. Flex the heel, push the foot back, stay there, or bend up the leg, catch the foot, and kick into the hand. And release. Stretch it out in your child's pose. And come back to table. Keep your knees together so that you can just drop your hips to one side and stretch the hips out one more time. Hold it there. And then the other side. Come to center. Take your hands and walk your hands up the mat, one hand length further up the mat. Raise your feet off the ground. Drop the hips and push your head back, shoulders back, lips together. Come back, walk your hands back to where they were before. Open up the knees, sit back on your heels for wide knee child's pose. Extend your arms as far as they'll go. Connect your palms to the earth. Envision drawing that beautiful earth energy in through your palms, in through your third eye, and rippling it through your body until it reaches your toes. Come back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Raise your hips up. Coming into downward facing dog. Pedal here. Pause. Push both heels down towards the mat. Bring the chin into the chest. Release your head. Give it a shake. Look forward. Walk or hop to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in as you come up, bringing your hands to prayer, to heart center, to mountain pose. And then give it a shake and a twist. Opening up the legs, put a bend in the knees, and let's do our big hip circles. And the other way. And then make your way to center. Extend one leg to the side, circle 3 times. Change direction. And draw the leg in, twist out. Other side, 3 times. And the other way, 3 times. Draw the leg in, twist out. Extend one leg in front of you. Point the toes, flex the foot. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Circle your foot. Change direction. Draw it in, twist out. Other side. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Last time, point and flex and circle. Other way. Draw it in, twist out. And swimming arms. Front crawl. Put a sway in it. Stretch and twist the back. And then change direction. And then make your way to center. Shake it out, twist it out. Super brain yoga. Take your left arm, cross it over your chest, grasp your earlobe, thumbnail pointing forward. The other arm does the same thing. Tongue to the roof of your mouth. Let's go. Chair pose 15 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, 15, and then give it a shake and a twist. So we're going to be doing stomach vacuum. So it's a twist, and the idea is to help tone our interior muscles here so that we can shrink our waist. I just want to give you a word of caution. Be careful not to over twist when you're swinging, because all the twists in yoga, you can hurt yourself if you just do it too fast. So we are moving fast, so just don't swing all the way, okay? Opening up your legs so that your feet are a little bit more than hip distance apart. Put a bend in the knees, fingertips behind the ears. So take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale everything through your mouth. Now, without breathing, pull your belly button in towards your spine and suck it under your ribs. And now twist. Don't over twist, be careful. Hold your breath. And when you are ready to take a breath, stop and take that breath and shake it out, twist it out. So bend in the knees, fingertips behind the ears, deep breath in. Exhale everything. Draw that belly button in toward the spine, suck it under the ribs and twist. Stop when you need to breathe. Shake it out, twist it out. Last time. Bend in the knees, fingertips behind the ears, deep breath in here. Exhale everything. Draw the belly in toward the spine. Suck it under the ribs. Twist. And release when you're ready. Shake it out. Twist it out. And step to the top of your mat for your sun salutation. Also, by the way, if you happen to have a strap handy, that would be a good idea for our last supine twist. So a strap or a stocking you can always use. So bringing your hands to heart center. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a deep breath and stretch the arms all the way up. Exhale and pull forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands all the way to the mat. Step one leg back, and then the other leg back. Coming into your high plank. Swivel your elbows so the insides face forward. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, low cobra or a full cobra or an up dog. Tuck your toes, raise your hips up. Coming into downward dog and pedal here. Pause, push both heels down towards the mat. Bring the chin into the chest. Give it a nice stretch here. Relax your head, take a deep breath in. Raise your right leg up. Come to the ball of your left foot. That way you have more room to swing your right leg. So now swing your right leg forward. And we're going to first come into a high lunge. So keep your back foot on the ball of the foot. And then come into a high lunge, bringing your arms up to warrior one arms. And then swing your arms down so the palms are facing forward and give it tilts to the back. And then drop your fingertips to the mat, drop your back knee. So it is 90-degree angle to the floor. Raise your right arm up and give it a good stretch here. Switch Switch arms. Raise the left arm up, looking up. And now take your right arm and tuck it inside of your right knee. If you can do it. If you can't do this, don't worry about it. Reach behind you with both arms and see if you can grab your fingers, bringing it into a bind. So you can press your chest towards the ground, head up, and then drop your head. Release and bring your fingertips back to the mat. And then we're going to take our back leg back as far as it will go and rock back into the monkey split. Drawing the toes towards the forehead. Rock back forward. Take your back foot and flip it so it's parallel to the back of the mat and come up into your warrior two. So front knee over ankle, gazing over your front fingertips, lift your toes up, clamp them down. Draw that earth energy in through the feet, up through the core, tuck in the tailbone, suck in the abs, roll your shoulders back and away from the ears. And give your glutes a little squeeze. Release your glutes. Flip your front palm and draw it up, gazing upward. Bring your forearm down, rest it on your thigh, palm facing up. Bring the other arm over your ear, extended side angle pose. And come back to your warrior two. Straighten out your front leg. Take a deep breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Shift forward, come into triangle pose. Remember, if any of these poses are a little bit too difficult for you or you can't do them because of a particular injury, just modify and join us with the other poses when you can. See if you can sink a little deeper. At the waist, pivot into your airplane pose. Continue to pivot into your revolved triangle pose. Come back to airplane, come back to triangle. And then sink a little deeper. Flip your bottom palm, draw it up, gaze upward. Lips together. Cartwheel your arms back down to the mat. Step back into your high plank. If high plank's not good for you, just drop your knees. Swivel your elbows so the inside face forward. Inhale, shift the body forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, you can come up to low cobra, no pressure on the hands, or a full cobra, shoulders back, or knees off the ground for up dog. Exhale, down dog. And pedal here. Pause, push both heels down towards the mat, bring the chin into the chest. Release the head, give it a shake. Take a deep breath in. Raise your left leg up. Come to the ball of the right foot. Swing your left leg forward. If it lands too far back, just take your foot and bring it forward. We're coming up into a high plank. So be on the ball of your right foot. Get nice and steady. And then come up to warrior one arms for your high plank. As for your high lunge. And then swing your arms down so your palms are facing forward. And then tilt your back so it's in line with your back leg. This is your runner's lunge. And then drop your fingertips to the mat. Drop your knee. So have your right thigh 90-degree angle to the mat. Bring your hands to heart center. And actually bring your hands to the mat because we want to do a bind. So for the bind, take your your left hand and stretch it up. And now switch arms, right arm up. Now we're coming into the bind. So take your left arm, drop it inside of your left leg, and then reach round and grab your fingers if you can. Push your chest forward first, and then drop your head. And then bring your fingertips back to the mat. Take your back leg back as far as it will go and rock back into your monkey split. And then bring your legs together. Come into your camel pose, so hands on your lower back. You're on the balls of your feet. Raise the chin up, drop the head back. You can stay right there, or you can reach for your heels, or if that's not good for you, open up your legs a little wider, squat down, and put your fingertips on your heels and then come up. And then let's counter that with rabbit pose. So place your head to the mat, as close to your knees as you can. Flatten out your feet, grab your heels, and draw your hips up. So you really want to be stretching out your shoulder blades and your lower back. And release. So we're going to do a little extra stretch with our shoulders. So we'll do a mini, something like a cow face pose, but we're going to skip the cow face part of it. If you have your strap, you can use it. If not, you just open up your chest by dropping your right hand behind you, reaching behind you with the left hand, seeing if you could grab your fingers, or if you have that strap, you can grab the strap and walk your hands towards each other. Just to really open up the chest. And release. Let's do the other side. So the other arm up, got that strap. Drop it behind you and walk your hands together. Or just reach for the other hand if you don't have a strap. And release. Come to your tabletop, tuck your toes, raise your hips up. Coming into down dog, look forward, walk or hop to the top of your mat and take a deep breath in. Come all the way up to prayer, to heart center, to mountain pose. And give it all a shake and a twist. So we're ready for our balance work, tree pose. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, float the arms down, catch one of your legs, bring it out to the side, slide your foot in. You can keep your foot there or raise it to your calf or tuck it into your thigh. If you want to try something a little different, you can bring it into a half lotus. You can either hold your foot there for half lotus, or if it sticks, you can stick it to your leg and grow your branches when you're ready. If you'd like to make a mudra with your fingers, you can, or bring your hands to heart center or above your head with a mudra. If you're finding that's too easy for you, you can pull your tummy in to challenge yourself more and give your glutes a squeeze. And if that's still not challenging enough, give a tilt to the side. And we'll just hold it here. Wherever you are, it's fine. And then come back to center and release. So sometimes it depends on how slippery your pants are. So I could do that today because I'm wearing shorts. So the skin is a little more sticky than pants. So if you couldn't do a half lotus because of your pants, that's fine. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, float the arms down. Catch the other leg, bring it out to the side, slide the foot in, remain there, raise it to your calf, or tuck it into your thigh. Or if you want to try that half lotus, grab your foot and stick it to your leg. When you're ready and steady, grow your branches. If you'd like to make a mudra with your fingers or at heart center or above your head. If you want to make it more challenging, hold your tummy in tight and give your glutes a squeeze. And if that's not challenging enough, give a little tilt to the side. And then bring it to center. Give it a shake and a twist. So we're going to do our eagle pose. So breathing in, stretch the arms all the way up. Floating the arms down. Take your right arm and put it underneath your left arm. And then bring your hands to your shoulders. So I'm mirroring you right now. You can keep your hands at your shoulders, or you can bring your hands back to back, or you can intertwine them, having the lower hand grab the palm of the top hand. So that's your eagle arms. Put a bend in the knees. Take your right leg and cross it over. So you can stay right here for eagle pose, or you can raise your leg up, or you can intertwine your legs, or you can fold it for folded eagle, or you can extend your right leg back and flex the foot and push the arms forward or up wherever you are. So this is your warrior 3 with eagle arms. And bring it in. And give it a shake and a twist. So there's lots of steps there. You can take it to whatever level you'd like. So the other side. Breathing in. Swing your left arm under your right. Bring your hands to your shoulders or back to back, or wrap them. Bottom hand grasping top palm. And then put the bend in your knees. Left leg crosses over right. Stay right there. Or raise your foot. Or intertwine your legs. Or fold it. Or stretch that leg back, your left leg back, and flex the foot. Push the arms forward. Your standing leg does not have to be straight. And when you're ready, bring it in and give it a shake and a twist. So we'll do our moon salutation now. So taking a deep breath in, stretch up, interlace your fingers above your head, have your index fingers pointing up, and then tilt to the side. Take your outside leg and cross it over. Look straight or look up for a crescent moon, a variation of crescent moon. And come back to center. So the other side, so tilt over the other way. Outside leg crosses over. Gaze straight or look up. And come to center. Open into your star, interlace your fingers behind your back. Draw your hands down towards the mat. Open the chest up, drop the head back, lips together. And here you can envision floating up to the sky. Come back to center. A deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, folding forward, drawing the arms up. Keep your head nice and loose. You can give it a shake. Release the arms, take one hand, bring it outside the opposite ankle, and then draw the other arm up, gaze neutral or look up. And then switch sides. Come to center, grasp the elbows, drop the head, and give a sway side to side. Keep your head nice and loose. Allow the gravity to pull your head closer to the earth. Pause in the center, reach behind your legs, and draw your chest towards your legs. Release, take a deep breath in, draw the arms all the way up to prayer, to heart center. Open up into your goddess, open your feet up, sink into goddess. Lift your toes up, clamp them down. Draw the energy into the feet, up through the core, tuck in the tailbone, suck in your abs. Roll your shoulders back and down away from the ears. Give your glutes a little squeeze and then relax them. Bring your hands to prayer. Heel toe in just a little bit and then sink into your garland pose, pressing your elbows against your knees. If you prefer to use a block, you can use a block. Or if you prefer to come into cobbler's pose, you can. So cobbler's pose is also called bound angle pose or butterfly pose. So you're grabbing your feet with a straight back, you fold forward, pressing your legs open. So it's your hip opener. So you just want to hold it here for a little bit to really open our hips up. So let's just hang out here for a bit. And then we're going to stretch our legs out. So if you happen to have something you can use as padding for your knee, it might be helpful. So I use a gardening foam pad. And extend the opposite leg. Flip the foot up. You might want to push your heel further down the mat. Draw your toes towards you. So you're getting a nice stretch in the leg. If you want to challenge yourself a little more, you can place your foot back down to the mat and rock back so that you're on the ball of your other foot. Sink your arm inside of the leg, reach around behind you, and the other arm reaches behind you, grabbing your fingers for another bind. And release, and the other side. So stretch out the other leg, lift the foot up, push the heel down the mat, get a nice stretch there. And then if you want to challenge your balance here, flip your foot down, rock back on the ball of your other foot, drop your arm inside your leg, reach around behind, and grab your fingers. It's just a little bit more of a challenge. You don't have to take it to this level. And release. And so we're going to work on our belly a little bit more here. So I have got a folded mat. I'm going to use this today just because it kind of hurts the tailbone sometimes when I'm just on one layer of a mat. So this one is folded into 4, and I'm going to use this for boat pose. So my tailbone is going to be resting on that for a boat pose. So let's give ourselves a full body stretch here. Pointing the toes, stretching the arm, and then coming up. So having a bend in your legs, fingertips behind your back. So your fingertips should be in line with the back of your rear end. And then you can tilt back and raise your legs up. So you can stay right here for boat pose, or you can raise your arms up, or you can open up your arms and stretch out your legs. And then just hold it here for as long as you can. And when you're ready to release, calm down and give yourself a full body stretch. And we're going to come into bridge pose now. So bending your legs, raise your hips up, reach for your heels. Your fingertips should be touching your heels. Your feet should be hip distance apart. And then you can roll your shoulders underneath you, raising your hips up more, pressing your palms straight, flat into the mat, or interlace them, making a fist and pressing the fist into the mat. Give your knees a little squeeze together so they don't start opening up. And then slowly come down. Arms overhead, stretching the legs out, full body stretch. So we're going to do bridge pose again, but this time, if you prefer to come into wheel, you can come into your wheel pose instead. If you're doing your bridge pose, reach for your heels, feet hip distance apart, raise the hips up, roll the shoulders under, press the hands into the mat or fist into the mat, squeeze your knees together. Or if you're coming into wheel, open your feet up a little wider, scoot your bum a little closer to your heels, bring your hands to your shoulders, raise your hips up, and then when you're ready, push all the way up. And then come down. Full body stretch here. And then we're going to counter that a little bit with plow pose if you can do a plow pose. If not, just do a shoulder stand. So arms overhead, stretching the legs, and then tucking your hands underneath you. Raise your legs up. You can either just come into a legs up the wall position with your feet flexed, or you can come up to shoulder stand by rocking forward, grabbing your lower back, walking your hands down the back so that you're in shoulder stand, or you can come into plow. So if you're coming into plow, just fold your legs, or if you can do it, bring your toes all the way to the ground. You can kind of squeeze your elbows a bit closer together if you need to. And this is so good for challenging the circulation. And then rock it. Arms overhead. We're going to counter all that by flipping onto our belly. And stretching out, pointing the toes, stretch the arms out. And we're coming into superhero pose. So raise the legs up and raise the arms up. You're kind of pushing up from your pelvic area, pointing the toes, stretching it. And then rest on your hands, rest your forehead on your hands, relax for a moment. This time we're going to do it a little differently. Support yourself with your left arm, so it should be parallel to the top of your mat, the left arm. Stretch your right arm out. Lift your left leg and then your right arm. Gazing forward, pushing up, pushing your chest up. And release, rest the head. So now we're going to try the other side. So support yourself with your right arm parallel to the top of the mat. Stretch out your left arm. Raise your right leg up. Raise your left arm up. And release and rest your head. Then flip over. And we're going to continue working on the abs. So full body stretch here. Arms overhead, pointing the toes. Then tuck your hands underneath your hips. Raise your legs up. And you can either flex your feet and stay in legs up the wall, or point your toes and join us for the ab work. So lowering the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hovering. Now crisscross your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw your knees in, rock side to side. Raise your legs up. Lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse your legs up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees and rock side to side. Raise the legs back up. Lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flutter kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees in. Rock side to side. Last one. Raise legs up. Lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open, close. 5, 4, 3, 2, One, and draw the knees and rock side to side. And then raise your feet up. Coming into laughing baby pose, grab your feet on the outsides. Draw your legs straight down to the mat so that your shins are 90-degree angle to the floor. If you would like to add a little sway side to side for rocking, laughing baby, you can. And stretch out. And so I'm going to add just one, a little bit of a challenging posture here. You don't have to do it. We're going to end off shortly. But I would like just to try something challenging for you if you want to join me. So it's crow pose. So for crow pose, I'll face you first and then I'll go around the side. So we're coming into like a froggy position on the balls of the feet. The hands are open wide, they're shoulder distance apart, fingers spread apart. And then raise your hips up and then place your shins on the back of your arms, on your triceps. And then rock forward, raise one foot off the ground and then the other foot off the ground. And you know, you can try, I'll do it again facing the other way so you can see the other way. So hands are flat on the ground, fingers open wide, shoulder distance apart. You're on the balls of your feet. You raise your rear end up and rest your shins on the back of your arms. Raise one foot up and the other foot up. So you can usually practice a difficult move like that about 2 times and that's it. So I do want to try teddy bear pose. Okay, you're welcome, Anita. Bye-bye. Okay, so teddy bear pose. If you want to try teddy bear pose, we're going to bring our forehead to the mat. So I'm going to just use my folded mat for that. So the head is on the mat and your arms are sort of at a 90-degree angle. You're on your knees and you raise your rear end up and then you bring your shins onto your triceps. So this is your teddy bear pose. If you want to try a headstand from here, you can give it a try. And come down. So we're done. So we're just going to do our supine twist to end it off today. So we did something a little challenging. I hope you are okay with that. Arms overhead, pointing the toes. If you have your strap, grab it. Put one foot in your strap, walk the arms towards your foot. Drop the opposite arm, open your leg up, and look to your opposite arm. If you don't have the strap, just bend your leg and open it up. Bring it back to center. Walk the hands up the strap, drop the other arm, gazing to the other arm, cross your leg over. If you don't have the strap, bend your leg and bring it across your body. And the other leg. Switch legs. The hands up, drop the one hand. Open up your leg. Bring it to center, walk the hands back up the strap, drop the other arm. Back to center. Release the strap, full body stretch here. Relax the arms on either side of you. And we'll just do a quick Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale any tension that might be left in your body. Take another deep breath in. Exhale your own loving and peaceful vibrations to the world and the universe. Feel your body being drawn close to the center of the earth. And envision your body melting into the earth. We're just going to stay here for half a minute. We'll begin the Shavasana with the sound of the energy chimes and end it with the Tinsha symbols. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet. Draw your knees into your chest. Give a sway side to side. Come into your fetal position and push up into your comfortably seated position. So thank you all for joining me today. From my heart to yours, namaste.